It just started from doing really small little squatted events that just became massive, huge, totally illegal parties with the police following us all around the countryside every weekend. And that ended up in Castle Moor, where we all got arrested.
We got a telephone call from Bedlam. What are you doing, hiding in the forest, blah, blah, blah. So we jumped back in the buses and got in the trucks. We had a party there for a few days. We were surrounded by these police.
You hear this signal?
And they attacked us. It was meant to shake you up, to disturb you psychologically.
See what they're doing to us!
As well as physically. So we left from here. We were chased by a police helicopter out. And all the travellers and everybody just being chased around the country by the police. It turned out that there was a conspiracy to stop Spiral Tribe doing what they were doing.
Has the operation gone as you expected?
Yes, I think so. The chief superintendent pulled me aside on the steps. This person's not allowed to talk to me, and he just whispered in my ear. He said, I want you to understand this is nothing to do with us. This is a political stitch-up. They took the sound system, they took the trucks, they took everything we own. Seeing policemen waving and smiling, you know, it was a little bit sinister, really. We were charged with conspiracy. I mean, after they arrested us, we were 2 weeks on the steps of the police station, and we had a protest. 2 years that court case went on. It was one of the biggest court cases in this country ever. The jury found us innocent, all of us innocent of any crime. What have we done? We just turned up at a party.
What we discovered with Spiral Tribe was by heading for the exit and seeing how far you could go, suddenly you realise how you're not free.
If I suspect that you've been involved in some of the offences that have occurred today,
suddenly you're getting hounded out of the country by the police.
Then you would be arrested.
Because you're talking about freedom, you know what I'm saying? And real freedom. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to you in life gives you the biggest revelation. Repression is one of the motors of life, isn't it? You know what I mean? And this is how do we react to that? That's why if you live in a comfortable existence, you're less likely to feel that repression, which means you're less likely to move. 3 of us were living in my van, which is like this big, and then we had a little truck that was about this big, and we had all the rig in that, and then someone would like either live under the cab or in the cab. We were feeling, yeah, this music is so powerful, it's so amazing. You know, let's just take it as far as we can, let's just take it to as many places as we can. And then it all just kind of like took off.
J'ai rencontré à Berlin tout cela. D'abord, c'était Potsdamer-Platz. Camp Traveler, c'était entre les deux murs. Moins 17 dans un bus, la glace à l'intérieur, des vitres, pas grand-chose à manger, le feu au milieu de la neige pour se cuire et tout ça. On n'arrive même plus à ouvrir les portes parce que c'était glacé.
Criminal drug evasion. Criminal drug evasion.
La mission de départ, quand ils étaient à Berlin, c'était partir sur la Russie. Ceux de la traque qui étaient convoqués en Angleterre pour Castle Morton, c'était ceux qui voulaient partir sur la Russie. Ils sont plus ou moins pas revenus à ce moment-là. Et nous, pendant ce temps-là, on s'est organisé, partir sur la Tchécoslovaquie et faire le premier technival en Tchèque. 250 km, 5 jours.
As you would imagine, it was just a very slow-moving, sort of like a big heavyweight convoy moving towards Czech Republic. And there's a real nice atmosphere in that part of the world because you're somewhere between east and west, you know. And so you had all this kind of nostalgic feeling of like the war and, you know, all this thing between communist and sort of Western thinking. It was powerful because, I mean, every truck we had in those days was a classic oldie, you know what I mean?
All the paperwork necessary to get into Czech with these planes, to do like a spectacle, one of the Mutoid trucks, you know, all on the back, giving out flowers and fire juggling and driving around town. And in the centre of Prague, we arrived there and thought, fucking, we can't set up here, there's houses everywhere. For Czech, you know, they'd never seen anything like that, you know, it was like just after the revolution.
We liked the feeling of kind of being on the edge and being a bit more experimental. It was the same with the music. To be able to give the opportunity to have new music played. We were always accused of just playing noise, you know, which is great. Make some fucking noise, you know?
But the fact is you can't boil it down to Spiral Tribe, you can't boil it down to Chicago acid music. What's that? That's life. That's the machine of existence.
You're making contact beyond politics, and it's very powerful, very strong community area that is stifled by this society.
What you're going through here is to inspire you, but after inspiration you need to work. And if you don't do the work, you're going to go down the toilet, or you're going to get lost, because you're playing with heavy chemicals, you're playing with heavy vibes, you're in a free zone in Babylon.
Open your eyes and feel good.